Bombshell. You won't believe this. A controversial story has just broken and it's sending shockwaves through the NL. But hang on, Panthers fans. I'll tell you everything in just a moment. First, make sure you leave a like because this is the place where you stay up to date with all the latest Pernith Panthers news. The Pernith Panthers are used to making headlines because of what they achieve on the field. After all, we're talking about one of the most dominant organizations of the modern NIL era. But this time, the spotlight isn't on a big win, a major signing, or an outstanding performance. Instead, the story dominating conversations across rugby league is a surprising statement made by Terrell May during his appearance on Josh Mansour's Unscripted podcast. Terrell May's comments quickly spread across Australia. Why? Because the West Tigers forward revealed details about a negotiation that, according to him, could have completely changed his career and perhaps even the future of the Panthers squad. The most astonishing part was his claim that he walked away from a 3-year deal with Penrith following a meeting that didn't go the way he expected. According to Terrell's account, everything appeared to be moving towards a significant agreement between himself and the club. The possibility of pulling on the Panthers jersey seemed very real. For many fans, the thought of a player with his attributes operating in Ivan Cleary's system was incredibly exciting. After all, Penrith has built its success on a combination of talent, discipline, and a club culture widely regarded as one of the strongest in the competition. However, according to Terrell May, the situation changed dramatically during a conversation with Panthers CEO Matt Cameron. The forward claimed that certain comments involving his brothers, Tyrone May and Talon May, made him uncomfortable enough to completely reconsider the offer that was on the table. To understand the significance of this story, it's important to remember that Terrell May is one of the most respected forwards in the NIL. His physicality, work ethic, and constant development have made him one of the most highly regarded players in his position. That's why the idea that a 3-year deal with Penrith came so close to happening has generated enormous interest among fans. The big question many supporters are asking is simple: what would have happened if that deal had actually gone through? It's impossible to know for certain, but there's little doubt the Panthers could have added a highly influential player to their roster. In a competition as competitive as the NIL, details like these can impact entire seasons. Meanwhile, the debate continues to grow. Many fans believe Terrell May would have been a fantastic addition to the Panthers squad. Others argue that the club must remain true to its principles and the decisions made by its leadership. There are also those who believe it's impossible to form a definitive opinion without knowing every detail of the conversation mentioned by the player. And now we want to hear from you, Panthers fans. What's your honest opinion on this entire situation? Do you believe Terrell May would have been a major signing for the club? Do you think the deal could have changed the team's future? Or do you believe Penrith made the right decision by sticking to its own path? Let us know in the comments because your opinion is incredibly important to this discussion. Meanwhile, Panthers fans, I've got some news that's lifted the spirits of the entire Panther Nation. Speaking to the media ahead of Round 14's clash against the West Tigers at CommBank Stadium, Ivan Cleary delivered a message that will certainly excite supporters. Rather than showing concern, his comments reflected confidence. Instead of excessive caution, he showed genuine belief that the team is heading in the right direction. The biggest talking point from the press conference was his confirmation that the State of Origin players will be returning. In any NIL season, the Origin period presents enormous challenges for clubs. When your best players are called up to represent New South Wales or Queensland, gaps inevitably appear in the squad. During the press conference, Cleary made a point of highlighting exactly that. The coach didn't just speak about the players who were returning. He also took the opportunity to praise the players who stepped up and took on extra responsibility while the Origin stars were away. And perhaps that's one of the most important messages for Panthers supporters. While many outside observers focus only on the big names, there is enormous appreciation within the club for the players who kept the team competitive during one of the toughest periods of the season. These are players who don't always make the headlines, but they play a vital role in ensuring the Panthers machine keeps rolling. Cleary expressed genuine pride in the way those players responded when called upon. In the coach's view, the group showed character, discipline, and commitment. Those qualities helped Penrith continue to collect important results despite facing challenging circumstances. The situation also reinforces something Panthers supporters already know very well. The club's success doesn't rely solely on one or two superstars. The strength of the team lies in its collective structure. It's in the system. It's in the culture that has been built over many years. Then Cleary turned his attention to Liam Martin. And his comments could be interpreted as a serious warning to the rest of the competition. Liam Martin is already regarded as one of the most important players in the Panthers squad. His intensity, controlled aggression, leadership, and ability to lift the team in big matches have made him an indispensable part of Penrith's success. But according to Ivan Cleary, there's still more to come. That's right. Even after all the memorable performances, grand final appearances and premiership victories, Cleary believes Martin hasn't yet reached his full potential. For Panthers supporters, that's a hugely significant statement. We are talking about a player who has already established himself among the elite forwards in the game. A player respected by teammates, opponents, and rugby league experts alike. Someone who consistently delivers outstanding performances when the pressure is at its highest. When the coach who works with him every day says there's still room for improvement, it naturally creates enormous excitement. Cleary's comments suggest he sees aspects of Martin's game that are continuing to evolve. Whether it's decision-making, leadership, game awareness, or his overall influence on the team, the coach appears to believe we are about to see an even more complete version of the star forward. Now, Panthers fans, I want to hear from you. Which statement stood out the most? The return of the Origin stars? The praise for the reserve players who stepped up when the club needed them most? Or Ivan Cleary's confidence that Liam Martin still hasn't reached his absolute best? Leave your honest opinion in the comments because it's a very important part of the conversation among Panthers supporters. And if you want to keep receiving the latest news, exclusive behind-the-scenes updates, analysis, interviews, and everything happening around the Penrith Panthers, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss a single important update as the Panthers continue their push through the remainder of the season.